Hey everybody, so I did this one on my Facebook Live, the shirt, and it is super glittery, but it didn't save, so I couldn't upload it to YouTube. So I knew I was going to make another one, so I thought I would make one and make the other one and do it straight on YouTube. So I'm Kristen, and I own Custom Creations by Kristen, and I make shirts and tumblers, usually, custom designs, things from Cricut Design Space, but I love making things that are for other businesses that aren't in the crafting area that might want a new shirt or a logo, things like that. I'm working on making a logo for my mom's business too. She caters, but these are some of the shirts that I've made. So that's Simply Adorable, and another cute Simply Adorable. Great for Mother's Day, for your little ones to wear. Even though it's Mother's Day, sometimes us as moms don't always get something for ourselves, because maybe somebody gives us something or thinks about us. But sometimes, you know, it's nice to give the kids something. Or there is, I know Nurses Week is coming up, and Teachers Week is coming up, and I think Administrative Assistant Day or Secretary's Day, whatever politically correct way there is to say it now. So I am going to get right into it. So a couple things. I have a Cricut, and I have a Cricut Easy Press, and with the Easy Press and the brake pad, there's a quick reference chart that I had. So on here, this is a 100% hot cotton shirt, folded it into fours. It feels like it's got a wrinkle in there. I've got to get that out. But it's 100% cotton, and I'm going to put glitter onto it for the most part. So glitter is 340 degrees. If you can kind of see that. And it's backwards. Just realized that. But not sure how I can fix that for you, but I'll take my word for it. It says 340 degrees and 20 seconds. So that's what we need. I also have everything cut out already and to scale. This one I'm doing in purple, white on a navy shirt. Okay, so I'll keep still in a minute. I just wanted to show you some of the different equipment. I have my Cricut Easy Press set to 340 degrees in its cradle, ready to go. I have a piece of parchment paper, and I've been using this piece of parchment paper since I had an iron, and I would use that. So I'm going to get you all set here where you can see it. I think that looks pretty good. I'm going to put my pieces aside until I need them. So while I'm getting set up, like most people say on most videos, and I always wondered why people said it so much, but really it's true. You work hard to set up the videos, and it's just nice if people give the videos a like, subscribe, click the little bell that's down there to the right of the subscribe, just so you get notifications when I make something new. It might be something you're interested in making. I have to tell you, I watched hundreds of videos before I decided what types of things I was going to make. Then I made some of them, and I was like, no, not my forte. I'm leaving it to people who are better than I am at it. I still like to make certain things, even though it's not maybe my best thing, but those are usually, unless special requested, made for family, friends, things like that, or if I want to just challenge myself and try something new. But I say that because I spent, quite a bit of time making items, just trialing and error. So right now I'm just going to press it for a minute to, my low battery's on for some reason. Press it for a minute to just get that little crease in there. So the crease for me, and most people, it just helps it to line it up. Okay, so if you can see that little crease in there, So the crease will come out fairly quickly as far as, and I like to line that up as well, just so it's easier to work with and I don't move the little pad. I used to put it in between everything, but really it wasn't necessary, so I don't any longer. So I'm just going to fold this in half, and I fold it, I like to fold it outward because sticky will stick on sticky. I also like to fold it in between, even if it's on a letter, like this one is right here, and I apologize for my hands. The alcohol inks I was using on the tumbler earlier today, yeah, they're all over my hands. So the line I did, the crease is right there. Okay, so I'm just going to line it up with the crease there, and I really do usually eyeball it, but I am going to, because there's so many pieces on this, I'm going to take my ruler, and you want it to be about 3 inches, because there's so many pieces. Even on my other one, I think it came out pretty good to have it a little higher. So this one's starting at like 2 3/4, 2.5, 2 3/4 inches from the bottom of the neckline. Okay, and then I'll put this piece on second. So that's right at the top. Take my little piece of parchment and press. And you can press like this as hard as you can. You press like arms or both arms. But it's, if you're lucky enough to have a easy press, it will beep for you, so you don't have to count. Like I said before, I had an iron, and I used that for quite a long time. So this layer is a hot peel. If you're unsure, you just peel it slowly. But it is the flexible from Cricut. Flexible vinyl from Cricut. Okay. So then I have some little folds in this, and I'm going to put it as close as I can. Without going on it too much. There we go. Okay. Alright. This is going to be a warm to cool press. I usually press it pretty on the warm side. And I'm going to go about 15 out of the 15 out of the 20 seconds. So I don't necessarily need to do it the whole time, again, because I'm going to be pressing again and again and again, so long as it's a little warm. So you just want to give it a swoosh, a swooshy swoosh. So it's beeping to tell me that it's ready for me to, it's gone right back up to temperature, and it's all ready. So I did cutouts because I wanted it to be different. So I do kind of like the navy that comes through, but I think the white will pop so much more. So just taking something off of the plastic, a little glitter there. I said this in one of my Tumblr videos earlier today, that anytime somebody gets something from me, or pretty much anybody I know that sells and makes different items, that you tend to get some glitter for free. Meaning, it's really hard to make things without glitter when you have glitter everywhere. So I'm just making sure I'm not going to iron on to plastic. So I picked up this plastic. I'm just kind of swooshing it over. I think that's my word for the evening. Swoosh. I just want to make sure that it's lining up exactly. And I have a little bit of an overhead light glare, so just making sure it all looks right. That looks good. Okay. So I just press it down so it stays flat, so the piece that I had flat folded over is okay. I'm actually going to put the buy for Custom Creations buy on here as well. Not really any rhyme or reason, just as to where I'm placing it. Just kind of looking for the best place. And I think I can put on the Kristen as well. So if you're gonna layer like this, you have to be super careful, and I've done it before, that you are not layering any of your letters or whatever you're applying on to another piece. Okay, so I'm looking at that and just trying to be really sure that it looks straight, that it's not on anything else. So that looks good. Okay. So I'm going to lean and get my arm view, and I'll peek over. So I'm going to do the full 20 seconds. I'm going to peel it off, wave it around a little bit, flip it over, and then I'm going to do 20 seconds on the other side. I'm going to wave it around a little more. 20 seconds on the same side I'm on right now, the front. Okay, so these should be all pretty much on. So if something like this happens, you want to be quick and careful, if that's possible, to do both. So this did not like a warm peel like the other one seemed to, where I did the Custom Creations on the top. This one is not enjoying this at all. This little swirl. And I'm just trying to make sure it lies down before I do anything else. For some reason, this didn't turn out exactly the way I wanted. So, let's see. Let's see if I can peel it a little bit and adjust it while it's still warm. Yeah, it moved. I'm pretty sure I didn't. So I think I'm gonna peel it off, regardless of if it wants to come or not. And I'm gonna do the rest of it. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna recut this piece. So, see, if I can do this, you can all do it. So this piece is garbage, not a big deal, really small piece, better safe than sorry type thing. This one looks good. If it messes up when I flip it over, I'm actually going to hit it, I think, one more time, although I'm not really a fan. You know, I did the other one in this pretty little green strip. This is what I kept out to show in the other video, where we, you know, to show that the shinier side is the side you put down, and then you mirror the image. I may pop that in there. This piece isn't big enough, but I have more. I'm not loving it. It's not laying the same, maybe because it's, see, if it wasn't still warm, and if it wasn't half on the glitter, I don't think it would peel off this easy. And there were 2 more presses at least that I was going to do, but I can tell you that was not my favorite right there. So I'm gonna put the parchment back on. I'm going to do a full 20 seconds again, or at least half of that time, I should say, so I can flip it over with confidence. So that's 15 seconds. I'm going to leave it at that. I should have taken it off at that time if I wasn't going to be doing multiple layers. See, the interesting part is that the Custom Creations laid fine. The Buy laid fine. Those are the exact same as the swirls that were in here. But this one was a little bit on the purple glitter, which the matte stretch flex or sport flex doesn't really, you know, nothing really goes on glitter very well. But I was not trying to get it on the glitter, and when I set it down originally, it was right in the blue. But for whatever reason, and maybe that's what's meant to be. Maybe I'll leave it like this, but I would love to have a pop of color in the middle there, so we'll see. For now, I'm just going to show you the rest of this, getting all the extra little glitter bits off before I haven't decided what I'll do. So that's how it is right now, currently. Okay. Now I'm going to flip it over, and we're going to do the other side. And I always like to just make sure that I have it all on the Easy Press pad. I don't necessarily really need the parchment, but I leave it on there because it's habit. That way it doesn't, make sure it's on there. Okay. So I'm going to press a pretty firm pressure. And I'm going to do the full 20 seconds. And that beep tells me that we're all set. Parchment off. Shake it around a little bit. Okay, should look pretty much the same. So what we're looking for is just starting to see, you don't really see it on the glitters, but on like Sports Flex and the different, you know, Sizer, because Sizer does make, not at Michael's, but Sizer does make an iron on an HTV. So we're just about done. Little fuzzies. It is really pretty. I'm just not sure about that not popping. Have to think it out a little bit. All right. Last press, unless I don't see what I want to see as far as the threads basically coming through on this. Okay. So press it down. So feel free to leave me comments. I'm more than open to some feedback and criticism. Let me know if you like this video or you don't like it. Let me know if there's something you'd really like me to make. I make everything from different kinds of tumblers, you know, custom and requested shirts, requested tumblers. And I'm just looking for the threads basically through it. Sometimes what I'll do is I will leave it to be nice and flat, like cool, and then see what I see through the threads. Sometimes also morning eyes, or, you know, late morning, early afternoon eyes are nicer to see it. But basically, here is my logo shirt. So I hope you guys like it. And feel free to give me a like, a thumbs up, a you know, subscribe. That would be great. And then you can also click the little bell right down there, and you'll be able to get the notifications when I'm doing different things. Feel free to also leave some comments. I will answer your comments. So that is a front view of my shirt with my logo, which is very exciting. So I also have a Facebook page. So Custom Creations by Kristen is my Facebook page and a website. Just launched my website yesterday. So Facebook page has been around since about October. Found a great name, so what I think is a great name, with a lot of input from my friends' family. So, some other shirts that I made. But I hope you guys have a great evening, and like I said, feel free to leave me some comments, like, subscribe, click the little bell, and that way you'll know when I post something else. Have a great night. Bye!